What's up, everyone? We're back. Another episode of the 6th Round Podcast. A little bit different this time.
Ginger's not here.
Yeah. Good old Gingy. He'll be back next week. He's got some shit going on. But you got Jim Bob and Oshak with you. Let's go. It's been really great. Just the last couple of weekends have really been packed out with fights and just so many events going on.
So many fights.
It's been good. I'm loving it. But best way to start is we'll just start at the beginning. Friday night, not the more stacked night out of the weekend, but we had Bellator. Not a lot of MMA fights on there. It was definitely more of a Muay Thai night for them.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I fucking love it.
Man. We fucking love one around here. We will be watching if I could watch all of their events and be up at like fucking 3 a.m. Friday mornings to watch like all of them, and I would, but
no, seriously, such a huge fan. Didn't know a lot of the names on this card specifically, but when it comes to one, just love to watch it anyway, and it always delivers.
Yeah, that's just, like you said, didn't know anyone really coming into it, but it's like I'm always down to learn new people. So.
Exactly.
But the biggest fights for me, obviously the main event, it was a Muay Thai featherweight championship bout. Jonathan Haggerty versus Nang O. He's got a crazy other name. I'm not even gonna fuck it up for him. But Jonathan, he got an amazing first round knockout. 240 into it. Dropped him twice during the little bit, just landing clean right hands on him, and then the last right hand just folded him over. It was just a beautiful knockout. That shit was just so much fun to watch.
No, it really was. It was quite a performance, and I think the most notable thing of that fight for me was Topology. You're gonna put it like this. I'm trying to find this man's exact record.
What? Nango.
Yeah, because wasn't it pretty insane to compare to Jonathan's?
I'm pretty sure, because I'm pretty sure it was like 265, right? And
he just had
265 and like 64 or some shit like that.
An insane amount of fights. He had more losses than this guy had fights in total.
Yeah.
So we were just like, damn, the experience difference is huge, and Jonathan Haggerty got it done.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know like the odds or anything coming into it, but I'm pretty sure Nango was like the champ coming in, and like just Jonathan getting that upset just feels, you know what I mean? It was just awesome for him. But earlier on in the card, same weight class, Muay Thai still, another fucking upset. Lobo versus suck with the first name. I'll just call him Fairtex. But goddamn, Fairtex was putting it on him through the first 2 rounds, doing so much damage. And then the 3rd round, Lobo was like, all right, I gotta come out and fucking win this.
He knew the only way he was gonna win was with a finish. And again, he got it done.
Yeah, I forget. I think it was just like a right hand that he landed, but I remember he just like folded Fairtex into like the ropes. Like it was just a nasty knockout. It was so good. One is just always good fun to watch. And they had a 9-fight card overall. A lot of fun fights on it. Good amount of decisions, but yeah, just good fun overall.
No, definitely.
But we go from Singapore all the way over to Hawaii for Bellator 294. They had 2 shows this weekend, back-to-back nights. First one was nowhere near as fun or as exciting, like, heading into it as the second one.
Yeah.
But Bellator 294, Liz Carmouche versus Deanna Bennett in a rematch. And, fucking Liz out here at 39 years old, just undefeated in Bellator.
Just doing her damn thing.
I love it. It makes me so happy every time I just see her win these fights.
I know, me too. Because especially with this fight, the first round she was doing well, and then after that, Deanna was just wrestling her. She wasn't doing too much to her, but she was able to get her down and hold her there. So while it wasn't very eventful, Deanna was just winning the rounds with the, just keeping her down.
Yeah, getting the takedowns, control time.
Exactly. But 4th round, Liz gets it done. Arm triangle choke, gets the second sub over her. Oh, I was so fucking happy.
It was beautiful.
It really was.
Yeah, because going into that 4th round, it's just like, damn, like Liz is definitely down. Like you know, she might have won the first round, but it was close. Could have needed a finish at that point, and yeah, because Deanna Bennett, she came in overweight, missing weight for this title fight, wasn't eligible to win it. But I think, like, yeah, just the weight cut, doing all that grappling throughout, like, the first 15 minutes, she just slowed down in that fourth, and yeah, Liz just got the takedown, got on top, and yeah, got the sub. It was just so awesome to watch.
And it was at the end of the round too, so I was like, damn, I'm so happy that she was actually able to secure that for her, because yeah, she got the one. She kept being champ. She's still undefeated in Bellator. Like you said, she's 39 years old. It's awesome.
Yeah. Oh man.
Climbed to 19-7 after that.
6-0 in Bellator after going 5-5 in the UFC.
Right.
It's like, it's just so awesome.
It really is.
2-2 in Strikeforce. Like, she went 2-0 in Invicta. But like, so, you know, like, the other than Bellator, like, the other two highest promotions, like, yeah, just a 50-50 fighter. And like, yeah, just, oh man, yeah, it's just so great. I can't say enough good things about Liz Carmouche. It's just so awesome to see her doing the damn thing. Fucking 39 years old too at 125. Like,
that's what I'm saying. She still looks so good out there.
Yeah. Oh, it's awesome. Other than that, nothing too much really going on throughout the rest of that card. Yeah, Danny Sabatello back. He got a second round rear naked choke. So I mean, like, you know, we'd be streaming, watching like the fight, so it wasn't paying attention too much to that. Danny just kind of getting on top and controlling, you know, wasn't like kind of normal Danny fight, wasn't landing a lot of ground and pound, and was just able to get the rear naked choke. So good for him to bounce back after a very rough loss. Oh man, but we'll go on to the much better card. Saturday night, still in Hawaii, Bellator 295.
Oh, fucking Patchy mix,
yeah,
man.
Kate, you take it away. Yeah.
Okay. Listen, because going into this fight, it wasn't even just me. We all thought that. I thought Patchy was going to get it done for sure. Like, I was just really hyped. I was just really, you know, I just felt for sure that Patchy was going to get it done. He was going to win. But I thought he was going to sub him. I thought he was going to take him down. He was going to get the sub. He is just a monster when it comes to that. And he can lock people up so well. So I thought that he just had it in the bag for just taking fucking Stott's neck home, you know? But okay. Watching this live... The angle that they had the camera at, I didn't even see his knee fly up.
I'm sure Big John McCarthy, like, on the commentator, said that he didn't even see the I know it was one of the commentators said that they thought it was the left hand that landed.
Yeah, because that's what I said to you, because I know you looked away for a second. And I was like, damn.
Grab a snack.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, you know, that left hand, it just landed clean. But then they showed the replay and the other angle, that knee came up first. That's what put him out, and he just happened to get clipped with that left hand.
It was so good. Oh.
So good.
Because you saw that Stotts, he just ducked down the littlest bit off to the right hand side, and Patchy just the rear knee just comes right up on the chin, unconscious immediately, touched him like a little bit with the left hook as he was falling down, and yeah, he just, that was honestly it, because yeah, we fucking love Stotts around here, so I was just so sad to see for him.
Yeah, because like, I mean, I've been saying it that I want to see Patchy Mix win so bad, but I don't want to see Rafion lose. So it's like, but it's a great fight, so I want to see the fight, but it's just one of those double-edged swords of, damn, you're going to be upset one way or the other.
I know.
But because I know we've been saying up to this fight that, yeah, we think Patchy is going to get the takedown, think he's going to get the sub, you know, just sub him, finish him that way. And I heard the commentator say that too, that like, you know, we all thought that his problem was going to be, how is he going to get him down? But if he can, then that's how he got it. And now this. Just beautiful.
Because that's the thing with that, is in my head, like with him getting a sub, I didn't think that
he would get the takedown. He would reverse the takedown or something.
Yeah, like I thought Stotts would shoot in on a takedown, probably like, you know, just not have like a good enough position, and he would just snap up that neck just so quick, because that's exactly what he did to Magomedov, and it was just nasty.
Yes.
And so that's how I thought, but didn't even need to shoot a takedown.
It was so quick, just 1 minute and 20 seconds on the dot into the first round. Just
$1 million knee.
The $1 million
earns
knee.
him the fucking Grand Prix belt, because that was the finally ending the 135 Grand Prix. Lasted forever, but goddamn, he gets it done. And the fucking I know I had it I saw it before, but like for Patchy to get through the fucking tournament, I'm pretty sure he opened it up with beating Kyoji Horiguchi, finishes Magomedov, and then knocks out Rafion Stotts in the first round like that.
Yep.
That is a nasty way to get through. Like, that is, oh my god, that is such a murderer's row of 135 in Bellator to get to, and yeah, just in beautiful fashion.
Not for nothing, in Bellator, he's only gone to decision twice.
Yeah, and his only loss being to fucking Juan Archuleta, which was for the title at the time.
Yeah.
And so, like...
And that was one of the decisions that he's been to, was the one loss, and then he beat Kyoji in the decision.
Yeah.
But yeah, knees to the head, guillotine choke, arm triangle choke, guillotine choke, Suluev stretch, rear naked choke. Yeah. And that was all in Bellator.
Like Juan Archuleta and Kyoji Horiguchi are the only people that were able to take him to a decision. You know what I mean? Like Kyoji wasn't even able to win in that, but it's,
and we know Magomedov is a monster himself.
Yeah,
like
so fucking good. And oh my god, just
Rafion stats. Yeah, it was 19-1 headed into this. Like just
motherfucking Patchy mix. And that's going to set up a fight for him because, now he's also the interim champ because Stotts was the interim champ coming into it. And, he's going to get the winner of Sergio Pettis versus Pitbull. And, goddamn, what a fight that's going to be in June.
No, seriously.
I don't know. Like, either one of them, I kind of feel bad for whoever wins that fight because I'm not sure if I'm really going to favor either one of them over Patchy at this point, honestly. Patchy's a fucking monster.
I know. That's I think he has it in the bag.
Oh my god, I love it. It's just so good.
It's
good
so
for
good.
him.
I'm so hyped for it.
Oh man, yeah. But moving on to the co-main event, Ilima-Lei Macfarlane gets it done in fucking Hawaii. Split decision over Kana Watanabe. It was a pretty solid fight. They were going back and forth. Good amount of clinching on the cage though. But when they were out at range, both of them landing real good shots on each other. And with that win, Ilima, I'm pretty sure she was number 3. Kana was number 2 heading into it.
Yep.
So she called for that title shot against Liz Carmouche in Hawaii later on this year.
Yeah.
She was just like, they're both good friends, but she's like, nah, we knew this was gonna happen. Like,
and I love that.
Yeah,
I fucking
it's awesome.
love that.
Like, oh man.
Because like, at the end of the day, it's a sport. You know what I'm saying? And even if it's physical and you're beating the shit out of each other, subbing each other, putting someone to sleep, whatever it may be, it's all for the love of the sport. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, like, I think it's great that as friends, you guys can be like, hey, let's just bang it out and let the better woman win. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking amazing.
Like, and because, with that, like, Rafion Stotts, like, and Sergio Pettis, their teammates, they were supposed to fight, like, and so it's just like, it's, like it's definitely nice when they're able to, just put it aside, like just do it like as like a sport and then just still be friends afterwards,
I feel like that shows true sportsmanship.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? Because one, you're willing to, I feel like when you don't want to fight your friends, it's because you don't want to burst your own ego that maybe your friend is better than you. Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And it's like, at the end of the day, it's a sport,
ego.
It's a competition, and if you put that shit aside and you're like, yeah, we're friends, and like, I don't care if my friend is better than me, let's figure this shit out, let's have fun.
Exactly.
Like,
let's both get paid, let's do it. Like, that's
right. Let's both get paid. Let you potentially have a shot at the belt. Like, even if I'm losing it, now my friend's getting it. Like, I don't know, it's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, so I mean, and honestly, I mean, I'm gonna favor Liz Carmouche in that. She's just been looking so damn good. Like, I
do too.
I mean, Ilima, she 13-2 moves up at moves to after that win. She's been doing like real good. She's 12-2 in Bellator. Like basically, her entire career has been here. So,
but I wouldn't be surprised that Liz could lock her up too.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be stronger in the grappling, and it's. I mean, let's go. And I mean, that fucking walkout too.
I was just gonna mention that. I
was getting chills during that. That was so fucking, because I know, like, just listening to like Bellator stuff for a while. Like, I know I've heard like people talk about like how it is such a good walkout, but that was like the first time like actually really paying attention to that. And yeah, that was awesome. That was so fucking.
No, seriously, just doing like her, like, using her own culture and her own just like, being in Hawaii and just, doing her own cultural, like, walkout and shit, and having her people there with her, and just, like, all of that. It was just fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
And even just, like, having the commentators talk about whatever, and just, like, whatever symbolism behind, and, like, the pictures in the background to just show support for whatever her and her people, like, maybe going
just,
through.
Like, the women of, like, there and stuff because of, like,
and just, using her platform to be like, hey, this is a thing, and just doing it in such a beautiful fucking manner.
Literally
chills the whole time.
Yeah,
I know.
Thinking about it now, oh, man.
I loved it.
So good. And, other than that, I mean, it was a pretty fun card. Yancy Medeiros also from Hawaii getting it done in a crazy fucking war with Charlie Leary. Gets it a rear naked choke in the first round. But, oh man, yeah. It was just such a good night for Bellator in Hawaii. Or good 2 nights for Bellator in Hawaii, honestly.
Yeah, it was pretty cool that they did it back-to-back like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's definitely, like, a lot of promotions do be doing that. The UFC used to do that back in the day. They would have, like, Ultimate Fighter, like, season finale on, like, a Friday, and then have, like, another, like, the coaches fight on, like, the Saturday event or something like that. But, yeah. So, I don't know. They're definitely not going to be doing that anytime soon. But with the UFC, though, back in the fucking Apex, hate when they're in the Apex. It's always just never as fun. There's like always certain fighters when it's just like, damn, you got these guys fighting in the Apex. Like, it just feels so disrespectful.
Yeah.
Oh, but that main event, though, some big boys in a small cage, Sergei Pavlovich and Curtis Blaydes. In Sergei's last 3 fights against top 5 contenders in Derek Lewis, Tai Tuivasa, and Curtis Blaydes, it's taken under a round for him to finish all of them.
Shit, Shamil was under a round too.
Well, with the last 3 combined total. Like,
okay, yeah.
Under a single round.
Which
to
is crazy.
Finish Curtis Blaydes, Derek Lewis, and Tai Tuivasa.
Mm-hmm.
This dude's a fucking problem. He is a goddamn beast. And John Jones does not want a single part of this man. There ain't no way John Jones is gonna fight this dude.
Hell no. I mean, okay, even before this fight happened, he was talking about, I'm fighting Stipe, I'm retiring.
Yes.
I don't think he wanted parts of either one of these men.
No.
And then saw what happened there. Are you kidding me? Because we were talking about it leading up to this fight, that Curtis Blaydes was going to be the true test of Sergei's power, because Curtis only gets finished by the hardest hitters.
Only loses, like, in the UFC to them.
Loses, yeah.
Like,
but
Francis twice and Derek Lewis, that's it in the UFC. Like,
exactly. So with that being said, it's like, oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, the thing just went black. But,
you're good.
So with that being said, this was like just really the test. Like, can he hold up to the power? Is he as hard as a hitter as hard of a hitter as everyone thinks? Or is it just he's able to run through certain people, but once you get to the top of the top, it's not like that? And no, he showed it didn't take him less than a minute like it did for Ty and Derek, but less than a round, and Curtis was out of there. He stuffed a takedown. He hurt him multiple times. He ate his shots that he was throwing. Like,
Curtis was landing good on him. He was landing good jabs, good left hooks as he was fading back. Like, Curtis, as dumb as it was for Curtis to stand on the feet, like, because I think it was like just after 2 minutes when he finally shot the first takedown, and it was also after he got hurt by one of Sergei's jabs.
Mm-hmm.
It was way too telegraphed, way too far out range. There was no way he was going to get that. Sergei was just way too wise to it. But, like, if he, like, tried to mix it up earlier, like, it could have been different. But,
honestly, I wonder if it was just the hesitation of, like, knowing that this guy's a hard hitter and not wanting to run into things, so trying to, like, find his space, but then realizing that you can't try and wait too long because he's going to start throwing. Now you're standing there and you're looking for it, but at that point it's just too obvious. Like,
that's honestly very true, because thinking about, like, it's a 5-round fight, they have 25 minutes, so, like, to not, like, shoot a takedown within 2 minutes, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that is kind of, and I know
fair. Like, Curtis is better with grappling and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's still heavyweights. You still don't want to go 5 rounds grappling the entire time. Like, Sergei is a big boy. You don't want to be trying to toss him around, hold him down, all of that shit. So, like,
100%. But then, because, like, with not, like, shooting too quick, because, like, Sergei was throwing big uppercuts from the start of that fight, and against Derek Lewis, he was being patient, doing good on the feet with Derek, and as soon as he wanted to, like, actually shoot for a takedown, Derek just launched an uppercut and just knocked him, like, literally unconscious, just stiff. So, maybe it was just
Derek,
Derek Lewis, when he fought Curtis Blaydes.
Oh, okay, my bad.
You're good. So, you know what, probably Curtis, like, okay, this dude's throwing uppercuts, like, I gotta be careful with just shooting a takedown and not getting caught with that.
Exactly.
But yeah, oh my god, because also just watching like, breakdowns of it and stuff, like, Sergei just throwing, like, he throws his uppercut and overhand right, he starts it from like the same exact position. So like the last uppercut that like got through and hit Curtis, like Curtis put his arms out thinking that it was gonna be an overhand, just hits him with that fucking uppercut right through the middle.
And I love stuff like that.
It's so good.
Yes, because I think about shit like that. Like, yo, if people could just kind of like mask their intentions a little better the way Sergei does it.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah, you could be great because people are over here, yeah, blocking for an overhand right, but you're throwing an uppercut or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
there are so many people that like as good as like a striker or whatever they might be, it really is just like, okay, they have like these few things that they can do, they know how to do, and like can make them look good. But then it's like when you actually like have a technical, like smart, thoughtful striker that it's good at mixing things up, like there's a lot of people that, it really starts to show the holes in their striking. And it was beautiful for Sergei.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, there's from at this point with 6 first round finishes, extending the knockout streak in the modern era, there's only 2 fights left. It's for a title if he wants to sit out and wait, because like John Jones Stipe, probably not going to happen till November, so he'd have to wait till 2024 probably for a title shot. I know that he did. I really don't like that. I'm sure Dana didn't like that, but the only other fight that would make sense for him to have if it's not a title fight is against Cyril Gane. Like, you know what I mean? That's the...
Yes, I'm sorry, but thinking about that, how does a man who loses everything in gambling think he can last the next 11, 12 months without fighting?
Because he's not going to spend that 11, 12 months in Vegas, hopefully. He will go back to Russia where he can't gamble all his money away like that. Because, yeah, that was just so funny of just seeing that, like, yeah, he's just on the fucking slot machines, like, before the fight, and then afterwards he's like, yeah, I lost everything. Like, kind of needed that win over Curtis Blaydes to
so
get back
funny.
to Russia, like... like,
right, not even to live, just to get back home. Oh my goodness, yeah. That's so funny.
There are certain people that just shouldn't be in Vegas, and yeah, I guess Sergei's one of them. Oh man, but great fight for Sergei. It's so tough for Curtis. It was so sad to see him go out like that. He was doing good eating the shots at first, but you can't eat too many shots against Sergei. And I mean, I don't know where he goes from here. This is, like his 3rd attempt getting into like a number 1 contender fight basically, and just getting finished there. So
it's just, the thing is, he's only 32 years old, so I feel like he can still kind of just hang around, and like there's a good chance that he'll get like one more shot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it kind of just sucks the way his run is going.
And I mean, like, because
it's like he loses in his debut to Ngannou, goes on a 1-2, has a no contest in between that. So a 4-fight winning streak, loses to Ngannou again. Another 4-fight winning streak, loses to Derek, has a 3-fight winning streak, then loses to Sergei. Like,
yeah, and exactly, and beats Alistair Overeem, then loses to Ngannou in like the rematch. So like, yeah, beating Alistair, like you're gonna be in a title fight like after there, and then beats fucking Volkov, gets Derek Lewis, it's just, he just gets right there, and then just is, the UFC is just like, here's the heaviest hitter that we have right now, and they just get it done against him, and it's just like, damn, it really does just suck. But I mean, yeah, like you said, he is 32. He definitely can like just put together another win streak against like some of these guys coming up, and just
the only thing that sucks is that I have a feeling that if he gets another shot, it's gonna be a rematch against Sergei. Sergei's 30 years old. I think that he's gonna, get the champ shot. If Curtis stays active and gets together a nice little streak, like there's a good chance that he might be facing Sergei.
Yeah, it's man, yeah, that's fucking, because who the fuck, like, because especially if Sergei's able to beat Cyril Gane, you know what I mean? And it's probably game over for that division, like, for a few years. Sergei might be the one to break that, like, heavyweight record again of most consecutive title defenses.
That's what I'm saying, because it's like, John Jones, like we said, is probably going to retire. I wouldn't be surprised if Stipe retires after this. Like, but regardless, Stipe just shouldn't fight Sergey. I don't think he's going to.
Yeah.
Just beat Curtis. Tom had his injury, so he's going to have to, like, you know, kind of do his thing a little bit before. I think
he's trying to come back for London July this year, but, you know, nothing official.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, he's still going to have, like, a few fights before he'd even end up fighting Sergey anyway. Beat Ty. Volkov, like, now we're at number 7, though.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just at this, you know, I don't know. It's crazy because, yeah, he beat Derek at number 11. So there's, Marcin and Rosenstruck, Sergey Spivak, Alexander Volkov. But, like, you know what I mean? I just think that Sergey runs through them, guys. Yeah. And with that being said, he's probably going to, like you said, just sit at the top of the division for a little bit, sit at champ for a while.
Yeah.
And if Curtis gets that shot, his rematch it'll probably be a rematch with Sergey.
Yeah, more than likely. Yeah, that's... Oh, man. But, yeah, I really just want John Jones and Stipe to get their shit done, to get them both out of here so we can really just get this division moving again because we have so many young guys right now that are trying to fight and, like, they want these big fights, but it's just, like, it's been Jones and Stipe and Francis and DC just, like, since fucking 2017, basically 2018, holding all this shit up, like, and it's just like, god damn it, like.
But we're finally at the end of it, though. You know, if John holds up on what he said and he wants to go, and you know, Stipe is just old. He hasn't said anything, but I don't see him fighting that much. Like, at least we're finally at the end of these guys. Yeah. And like they're 100%. About to get out of here, and I think the ball is going to be rolling on heavyweight soon.
Oh yeah, heavyweight's definitely going to get fun. Oh man, it's going to be good, but. Co-main event for UFC. Motherfucking Bruno Silva getting back. He was on a 2-fight skid, losing to former champ Pereira and fucking just number 1 submission guy in middleweight division, GM3. But yeah, fucking first round knockout over Brad Tavares. That's a solid bounce back win for him.
Hell yeah.
And I mean, like, Brad always been hanging around, like, just like around top 15, either like just a little bit in it, just a little bit out of it for a long ass time. So I wouldn't be surprised we get Bruno Silva versus top 15 guy next. Yeah, more fun at middleweight. Gotta love it. The real sad one though.
Yeah.
God damn it. Bobby Green, Jared Gordon ends in a no contest because an accidental clash of heads.
I mean, honestly though, I'm not mad that it's a no contest. That was so bad.
Oh yeah.
Bobby went in for like the takedown
elbow. It like that's what it looked like. He was stepping in with a lead elbow, and then that's when like his head just smacked right into Jared Gordon.
Okay, see, I didn't know if he was going to grab him or what it was, but I know that he went down with his head a little bit, and Jared just kind of came down with it, and his head went right into his cheek. He dropped Bobby on top, just punching the shit out of him, knocked him out, and you know he was real hyped at first, like but. Yeah. When they went to go call the winner and everything, you just seen Keith huddled over with everyone, and we're just like, it's not gonna go to that. It's gonna be a no contest.
I know, cause like Jonathan Martinez started to say something, like he was gonna announce it, and then I forget what he said, but then like he was just like, oh, like the ref is gonna like convene with the commission or something, you know, and then
because it was weird, because he went to go talk, and Bobby's walking around. You didn't even know where Jared was. I mean, and then again, he just got knocked out, so he's probably just sitting down or whatever. But like, there was just nobody around, and it's just him, like.
Yeah. And then fucking on Twitter, Chris Curtis after was just like, now we care about headbutts.
Okay, but this was a little different.
I know, but I had the same thought because, and that's the and with Chris, like there are certain people that always be saying shit that it's just like, you really don't help your case with certain things because it's like context matters. And it's like, yeah, he got dropped, but like he was able to hang in there, get back, and like have a competitive fight with Kelvin, you know?
The only argument
Jared literally got finished from punches right afterwards.
No, I know.
You know?
The only argument I have with that, and I mean, you know, my argument is that all judges gave round 2 to
Kelvin.
Yeah, to Kelvin when fucking Chris came back. And he ended up doing, like, it was a very 50-50 round. So to think about how Kelvin got those shots off of the headbutt, and then all the judges gave the third round to Chris, like, he should have won. But that's just a different story. You're right. It is different, but, you know, that's just my little argument on it. But anyway, but with Bobby Green, I feel bad because... He lost to Islam. He lost to Drew. He thought he got this knockout, and he's so happy. And then it goes to a no contest, which, like, of course, is better than a loss. But it sucks.
He's not gonna get the win bonus for it. And he was saying, he's just like, nah, like I want that money, like right. I like, you know, and it's just like, yeah, bro, like that's like, him in like the like media day, like literally just his whole thing through that was just like, no, like I do this for this fucking stack of cash that I have right here. And now,
literally.
and then he fucking like, yeah, goes out there and does his thing. Like obviously it's like an accidental headbutt, but now it's like he's literally just losing half of his money. He's not gonna get like a bonus that he thought he might possibly get.
Exactly. Like you said, he literally went out there with a stack of cash and was like, this is what I do it for. Like, yeah, so I for sure feel bad about that.
Oh man. But yeah, other than that, really wasn't the most stacked night in fights for UFC. Montel Jackson had a good knockout in the first round over Hanayaya. That was fun to watch.
Hell yeah. Christos Giagos also with the first round knockout over Ricky Glenn.
Yes, that was beautiful.
That was so beautiful. So good for him too, because
he needed that win for sure.
I mean, yeah, like he was on a 2-fight losing streak, so it's not like the worst streak, and his first loss was Armin Sarukian in that streak, and then Thiago Moises. So Thiago's a little older, but still a great guy. It's just like, it's not that bad, but he needed to win. He didn't need that third loss.
Exactly. And I mean, it was really funny because it was such a nothing fight for us heading into it, but just right before, just hear fucking Carol Rosa talking like, nah, I'm gonna win this fight and I want a shot at Amanda Nunes for the featherweight title. And we were just like, what the fuck is she talking about?
Right.
And then we're listening to the commentary and they're like talking about it as if this is actually a number one contenders fight for the featherweight title against Amanda Nunes.
Which is just, it's so funny to me because the rankings are literally Amanda and nobody, even though there have been multiple people fighting within 145. So it just seems like they were trying to kill off the division. But
it's been like that since 2018.
No, I know. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
it's just so funny. We're in 2023 now.
But I mean, you know what?
Number one contenders?
If now they're deciding that they want to like start to get the ball rolling on that and they want to, get 145 amped up again, get some new competition in here, I'm all for it.
Yeah,
that's fucking awesome.
Because that's the thing, we were just talking about this the other day where it's like, we are definitely all for just, opening up more opportunities for more people and like just more fighters, and especially just female fighters. Because, like you said, the UFC for like men has been around at the highest level for 30 years. And for females, we've been here for like 11, you know what I mean? So it's like, just giving more opportunities, allowing more fighters to compete, get their name out there. It's like,
because it's going to be slow at first, but it's like, it's not unrealistic to see a very fit, athletic woman at 145, 155, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
PFL doing it, Bellator doing it, like,
exactly. So it's just like, I don't know, you start opening up these opportunities and it might bring more people into being like, hey, I could start to do this, and give it 10 years, they might be like good ass divisions,
exactly,
stacked divisions, full divisions, whatever it may be, but like, you might actually have a real division within them. So if that's what they're trying to do, I think that's awesome. Yeah, but it did throw me off guard.
Because even with, like, honestly, like, in my opinion, as of right now, like, females 125, like, it's the newest of the female division. I think it's better than 135 right now. Like, it's way more fun. Like, in my opinion, it is not even close, Like, it doesn't, like, I don't know, it doesn't, obviously, 135 just has, like, the bigger names that have been around there for a while. But it's, like, all the younger people, all the younger women coming up are at 125, and they are putting on fun-ass fights.
Seriously, like don't get me wrong.
Casey O'Neill, like, she just lost to Jennifer Maya, but, like, she's fucking number one for significant strikes landed per minute, like, in the UFC right now at 8.77. Like,
right. I was going to say, like, I always love to see Amanda fight because she's just a beast. Like, love her. Much respect. But it's like, Alexa Grasso is the new champ. We got Valentina just in that division. And I don't know, she's great. Tyler Santos at number 3, Erin Blanchfield at number 4, and she's coming for that
Manon
top
Farrow's
spot.
up there at the top.
Manon Farrow's at number 2, Jessica Andrade at number 5. Like, the top 5 division of 125 is fire.
So good.
Fire.
It's so good. So, it just... always down for, and then honestly too, it's just like, just like, I know fucking like people are just like, oh, like don't want shit to turn to boxing with like all like so many divisions, so many belts, and it's just like, I understand, like, it can get to a point where it's kind of like hard for a new person to come in because there's so much going on, but like, obviously for me it's different because it's like, it's going to be a slower add in, so like, it's easy to get used to it, but it's just like, more champions mean more people are getting pay-per-view points on pay-per-views as well. Like, just more people are getting paid more because they're holding a belt. So it's like, You know what I mean? Like, that's just another thing to me that's like, when they do interim titles, it's like, I'm all for that all the time because they just get paid. So it's like,
yeah, but
go.
I mean, also even like talking about with adding divisions and stuff, it would literally still be the same divisions as men, just with women in it. So I feel like it's not even that hard because it's not like you're adding in like you have a 163 belt and then a 170. Like, I don't know how the boxing goes, but you know what I'm saying.
Like a men's 165, like a few years ago, like there was talks of that.
But even that is just one extra belt, and I feel like.
Yeah, but Dana was like, no, I want it to be like boxing and stuff. And
I know, but it's like, do you think that because you're adding one, that all of a sudden, like, people are gonna be like, well, you should add this and you should add this. As a matter of fact, let's make it 5-pound increments, like.
But yeah, it's really because I think it was like 2018 where like we could if things went in that way of getting the new division, we could have ended up with Dustin versus Nate for a 165-pound vacant title.
Yo, see, if they changed it to 175, brought in a 165. And just like, the people that wanted to be wherever kind of just split themselves to what fits them best. That would be so fire.
No, yeah. And,
that would be...
me and Ginger literally did that. And we broke down, like, just everyone who we think could move. And, like, literally 155,
no, your list 65. Is fire.
Yeah, like, all of those would have great top 15s. Like, and just let them play out for a couple years. And it's so doable. Oh, man. But, yeah. Either way, though.
Off topic as fuck, but...
UFC, everything else. There was just a lot of fun fights over the weekend. It was good.
But yeah, so anyway, Norma Dumont ended up winning that, and we might see her against Amanda Nunes for the 145 belt.
Let's go. Oh, man. But yeah. Weekend fights were great. Sadly, just another week of not great Tapology.
I won again, 3 weeks in a row.
She did win again, so let's go. Kate with another win. She out here putting on a real streak over all of us. God damn it, me and Ginger gotta step up our game for sure. But
Ginger didn't come in dead last this week.
That's very true. He did not. But
Dad did.
But yeah, it just some of these fights were like, I don't know. It was just so fucking hard. Like, and after because I had
the crazy sport of MMA. Literally anything can happen. Because I know, for me, the first one, Brady and
Dana back to
yeah,
yes.
Because the first round, it was, I know you didn't get to see that one, but the first round was it was even, but favored the striking to Dana a little bit. Second round, Dana landed like 40 more strikes than him. He was hurting him. Brady was cut open. That's why I had
Dana as a second round TKO.
Mm-hmm. He was hurting him. He was almost out of there, but he made it. Third round, Brady knew. He's like, I have to finish this guy, and finish him. He did. He got him. He hurt him. Dana fell down, and he was just hitting him. There was nothing Dana could do. Like, he was trying. The ref was yelling at him, like, you got to do something. He tried to move forward, but then would just end up back like this. The ref would yell. He'd move forward, but the ref was like, all right, this is over. Yeah. And Brady got it done.
Yeah. My best picks of the night were Dumont and Yasmin Lucindo by decision. I got both of those as, like, the decision perfect. And then Pavlovich KO round 1. I mean, like... I really saw the path for Curtis to get it done, but I just felt good about that and just able to get it done early.
Yeah, and I got 2 decisions, 1 perfect, 2 semi-perfects.
What'd you get the semi-perfects on?
Montel by knockout. I got the wrong round. And
I should have
Bruno
seen that
Silva,
one.
Wrong round 2.
Gotcha. Yeah,
I had Bruno by round 2 knockout, and I believe I had Montel by round 3 knockout.
Yeah. I really thought that Yaya was going to be able to give him, be that tough veteran in there, give him a tough fight. I had Jackson by decision, but he got that done just so easy.
And that's why I had it by a late knockout. I was like, I think he'll be able to hang back for a little bit, but by the 3rd round, he'll be tired, so that's why I put it there, so yeah.
Yeah, and then I just fucked up with picking Tavares by decision. It just...
Those were my semis, and then Sergei was my perfect.
Yeah, and then Bobby Green with the no contest, so no one getting nothing for that, so...
Yep.
God damn it. But yeah, let's go. Another week in Tapology. Hopefully, again, next week. Next week's not going to be better. It's just not. It's just...
Yeah, because, I mean, we could go over that card real quick.
But, yeah. Well, I mean, because you save that for, looking ahead. But
sorry.
No, you're good. We'll get to it. But last fight of the weekend, that was a big one. It was boxing, Tank versus Garcia. I was really hoping Ryan Garcia was going to get it done, and Tank just showed he was just the much smarter fighter. I had scoring it like, in my head 1-6 were for Ryan. Tank didn't do shit round 1, so just a little bit more active. Got round 1, had a good 6th round. Got dropped in the 2nd by a big left hand after missing a left hook, and then Tank was just touching up his body all night. 7th round, hits him with a left hook to the liver, and it was just over.
Folded him.
You seen him back up. He just goes down to a knee, and then as soon as the ref gets to 10, he stands up. But they just called it, and sucks for Garcia, but another good win for Tank. So just I know there's just a lot of fun fights in that division, so hopefully we just start getting some of those. So let's go. But
boxing.
Holy shit, though, Kate. This week for fight announcements.
There's so many.
So fucking many. It is absolutely crazy, and so many good ones, too. Oh, so we'll start with just the earliest date and, moving on. April 29th, short notice replacement. Trey Waters filling in against Josh Quinlan. Fought, was it Gabriel Bonfim, I believe, on the Contender Series?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Gabriel.
Gotcha, I can pull it up real quick.
But,
yes.
Yeah. So, loses to him, which obviously we are very high on the Bonfim brothers.
They're monsters. I'm not upset about that.
Not upset at all. But had a fight in LFA against some dude that was just as long and tall as him, which was crazy. Got a beautiful knockout.
What was that, last week? 2 weeks ago
Yeah,
now?
it was not long ago at all. But
so after that, I guess he just got this opportunity to fill in for Ange Lusa against Josh Quinlan.
Yeah, so
I'm kind of hyped for that. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, I mean, UFC probably knew too, losing to Gabriel. It's like, all right, we're still gonna keep our eyes on you. You know
right,
what I
because
mean?
they saw that performance in the Contender Series, then got to see their debut and was like, all right, you know what? We'll give Trey some slack.
Exactly. But yeah, let's go. Co-main event, short notice, 5 rounds. 170 pounds. This goddamn should be a number 1 contenders fight, even though Dana won't say it because of Colby. But Bilal versus Gilbert, filling in 288. Oh my god. Let's go. That's the fight that we needed.
No, seriously.
Both of them have been doing the goddamn thing at the top. Bilal hasn't been getting the top fights, but he's just been beating everyone that the UFC has been putting in front of him, other than the no contest with Leon. But that is such a good fight. I'm so excited and very happy that they were able to get it at 170 pounds, and it's so much better at 5 rounds than 3 rounds. So.
No, seriously, that needed to be 5 rounds. I'm so hyped for that.
Oh my god, yeah. The winner should just get Leon. Get Colby the fuck out of here. Just because if Bilal beats Gilbert, that is such a good top win for him, and if Gilbert beats Bilal, that's 3 wins this year since the end of January. Get the fuck out of here. Oh man. But yeah, that's going to be fun. That's going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
Another main event, though, 5 rounds. Rocky versus Irene Aldana, May 20th. That's going to be a good one.
Hell yeah.
I just wish they got this done earlier so the winner of this could just be fighting Amanda for the next title fight.
I know, so that we don't have to have Amanda versus Juliana.
Yes, but, just get Juliana out of here. Amanda's going to fight the winner of this, so that's a really good... It should be a main event. I know a lot of people are probably not going to be thrilled with it, but they deserve to be fighting 5 rounds in a number 1 contender fight, so that they deserve
anyone that's going to be in a number 1 contender fight and fighting for the belt should get that 5-round main event so they have the fucking experience of it.
The experience, the spotlight put on them
but
in
that's
the main event.
Experience for all of it.
Yeah, it really bugs me that the UFC really just be not doing that all the time, and it's and I don't know, I feel especially for fighters that aren't as well known, it's give them that big spot so there's more hype putting them into a title fight.
Right, because then otherwise it's just going to be who the fuck is this guy?
Exactly. I don't know, if they had Alexa Grasso in a main event, headlining somewhere before she fought Valentina, there probably would have been a lot more people being damn, I got Alexa Grasso going into this fight, but either way, it's a great fight. I'm very excited for that one. One that I'm not so excited for, June 3rd, Jim Miller versus Ludovic Klein. God damn it, stop giving Jim these young guys. I don't like it. He just fucking fought Alexander Hernandez. Like, come on, man. You don't got to give him fucking Ludovic Klein. That's just...
Jim wants to fight. He's on a mission, and I think that's what the problem is. I don't even think it's the UFC being like, hey, let's try feeding you to these guys. It's just him being like, give me a fight. Give me a fight. I got to complete my mission.
Yeah, because he's trying to have his 45th fight on UFC 300, I believe, and retire. Or 45th UFC fight, I should say.
Yes.
But what a fucking legend. If he's the only one to compete on UFC 100, 200, and 300, like, it doesn't matter that he never, like, fought for a title, had a title, whatever. Like, yo, he should be in the Hall of Fame. This dude is a fucking legend. Like,
he is a true vet. Like, what the fuck? 45 fights in the UFC. He holds so many just number one spots in UFC records and shit. Like,
yeah, number one or at least in the top 10, yes. You know? Like, it's just, oh, man, just fought so much of his fucking prime with Lyme disease in the UFC and just didn't even know, and, like, just... Oh, man. Motherfucking Jim Miller still around doing it. Oh, I love it. I love these older people just still, like, putting on great performances against the younger. It's great.
It really is.
But UFC 289 in fucking Canada. It's been rebooked to the co-main event. Motherfucking Charles Oliveira versus Beneil Dariush. Beneil getting promised that if he wins this, he's fighting for a title. Or if Charles pulls out, he's fighting for a title.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Like, he just deserves it.
Yeah. Motherfucking Benny has had such a rough run. Like, yeah. He just needs that one fight to guarantee it and get him into that title fight. Like,
seriously.
Oh, man. But let's go. That's gonna be such a good fucking fight. Oh, goddamn. Also on that fight, though, I don't know, it's so tough, because as of late, it hasn't been looking good for people at heavyweight moving down to 205.
Right, it's just kind of strange, because I feel like I've never really seen this before. I can't think of anybody that's done this, and now the third person this year in the past, couple months, announcing... couple weeks, announcing that, or fighting from heavyweight down to light heavyweight, but Chris Daukaus versus Khalil Roundtree.
That is a rough fight. Like, oh my...
That's real rough for Chris. He's been getting finished a lot, and
Khalil is a monster.
Hell yeah. Oh. And I'm just really curious to see how Chris is looking at 205, because, I don't know, he just hasn't been looking great lately. So it's crazy to imagine that he's making 205. I mean, Tanner Boser did it, and he looked really good, but he got finished the first round bad. Like,
I don't know. It's definitely a rough spot for Chris Daukaus to be in, but I mean, if he's able to get it done, like, good for him. That gets him right into the top 15 of 205. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna take fucking Khalil in that one
for sure.
Another Chris fighting on that card, though. Motherfucking Chris Curtis back at it versus Nasruddin Imavov. That's a good fight.
It is a good fight.
Oh man, Nasruddin had a rough loss and a big step up against Sean Strickland earlier this year. And now he's fighting his teammate, Chris Curtis, so it's, like, definitely gonna help out Chris a lot heading into it, like, you know, training with Strickland. So it's, I don't know. That's gonna be a fun one, though. I'm excited for that. Definitely getting some good fights on that Vancouver card. Definitely gonna need it with that main event. So, I mean, either way, they're not selling shit for pay-per-views on that one, so it's like, you know.
Yeah.
But another main event booked a week later, June 17th. Kind of weird booking, honestly, but I also understand it. Yeah. Marvin Vettori versus Jared Cannonier. They're, like, both in the top 5, haven't fought each other, so it does make sense, but it's like, no one wants to see Izzy rematch any of these guys. It would be a trilogy with Marvin, rematch with Jared just happened 2 fights ago, you know what I mean? Like, it just... Yeah, I don't really understand the booking too much.
Yeah, I think it's just the fact that they're at the top and haven't fought each other. And I really think that that's all that is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because, you know, with this happening soon, and I mean, we haven't gotten to the other one yet, but, you know, Dreek is fighting. Yeah. It just, you know, maybe they're just trying to play something out that we don't quite understand.
And so with all that, because, like, they all kind of line up with, like, how we're going to talk about them. But so I just don't understand all of the matchmaking that they've done in the 185 division
so
right now.
let's just get through it then.
Exactly.
And sorry, I didn't mean to do that. It was
you're
just
good. because it does work out. So Marvin versus Jared, June 17th. Then July 1st, main event, Strickland versus Abusner Magomedov. Or is Abusner Magomedov or Magomedov?
Magomedov.
Magomedov. Abus has had one fight in the UFC. Why is he getting a top 10 Sean Strickland? Like, I know Strickland saying that he can't get fights, which is like, because obviously this is how they're booking it, so I understand, but it's like, what the fuck are they doing with that? Like, because then, then we also got fucking Rob versus Dricus July 8th on UFC 290, so it's like, I don't know, I feel like
they have Strickland at number 7.
Yeah, number 7, so in the top 10, but it's like...
I don't know. The only thing that I could think is, like you said, is Sean saying he has no one to fight, and he just wants to fight. He's thinking of moving up to 205, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, it's just crazy that you can't find anybody else other than this guy, unless they're just like, hey, this guy is 25-4-1, he has experience. Let's just try to push him and get him in there. I don't know. I just think that for Sean, it's a little dumb because he's entirely maybe not entirely risking his top 15 spot, but he's just not on the greatest, he beat Nasruddin, but
lost to Jared before.
Lost to Alex. Like, I know they're top guys, but I don't know. He's
been right in the middle, right. So it's just, that'll just definitely bounce him back towards the end of the pack.
Exactly, which will only probably get him another unranked fighter, and I don't know. It's just not the smartest move for him, unless he's just not even focused on the title, and he just wants to fight and get the money.
Because I don't know, in my head, I just feel like we should, because Izzy wants to be active, and so they should have just done Dricus versus Izzy. Then, but because that's a weird thing, it's like, was Rob just really like, oh yeah, I'll fight Dricus at 6, but Sean at 7, nah, he's too far back, I won't fight him, you know what I mean? Because I feel like Rob versus Strickland just would have been a better fight, get Dricus in a title fight, and then it's I don't know, give fucking Marvin and Jared just, other people just a little bit further down, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it's just, I guess it's just hard because they've beaten people further down, and so it's just, I don't know, but it's just weird. It's just weird matchmaking. Because now it's just what the fuck is he gonna do? He wants to fight, but now he's got no one to fight.
Because literally everybody is booked.
The one person that's not booked is Paulo Costa.
Paulo's not getting that fight.
He's not getting this, and it's but yeah, so I don't know what the fuck they're doing at 185. I guess they're just deciding to put Izzy on ice and try and let things play out. But yeah. Other fights on UFC 290, though, because they're stacking that shit the fuck out. Our guy, motherfucking Jackie Legs, Jack Della Maddalena versus Sean Brady.
I'm so hyped for that. I mean, I think he's knocking him out quick, but, I'm still hyped for it. I don't care.
But, that's kind of crazy of, yo, Sean Brady just got knocked out by Bilal Muhammad, and he was originally booked to fight Michel Pereira, who is a wacky striker that's much taller, bigger than him, falls out, and now they're putting him against Jack Della Maddalena, who's probably the best boxer in that division.
I know, I'm a little...
What is the thought? Who is managing Sean Brady that this is, what they're trying to do? I just genuinely do not understand it.
I don't know, but I love it for Jack. He's ranked number 13, Sean number 9. It's gonna throw him in the top 10. It's gonna get fun,
Let's go another beautiful first round knockout, he got the submission over Randy Brown, so first round finish for Jack Della Maddalena.
Yeah, but how sad for Sean.
Oh, I know, being so hyped, undefeated, and if he gets knocked out back to back by Bilal and Jack, it's fuck, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's you should probably get out of the top 15 and rework some things.
Yeah, respectfully, Jack is a much more understanding knockout, but you got knocked out by Bilal first, so there's that.
And he also got touched up by Michael Chiesa by that left hand pretty bad, earning that win before that, so it's he definitely has to work on his striking, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Another fight on that card, though. They're going back to it. Jalen Turner, Dan Hooker. Let's go! Jalen got robbed against Mateusz Gamrot, so that fucking sucked for him.
Yeah.
But he's getting a big fight with Dan Hooker and a big name, so that's going to be just another really fun fight.
The only thing with that, though, that sucks for Jalen is it doesn't really do much for his positioning because he's ranked number 10, Dan 11.
Yeah.
So it is like a big name, big win, and it's like good for him still, you know? Not he'll get a better fight after that, I'm sure. But it's just like, damn.
You think he, with like a big win over Dan, he could get like Fazeev coming off of a loss to Gaethje? You know what I mean? I feel like that's what this win could do, is give him like a good fight going into the top. You know what I mean? Especially with having like the super close fight with Gamrot, who's at 7. So
yeah, definitely. I can see that. That'd be cool.
It's just crazy that fucking Jalen's even at 155. This dude is so goddamn big.
I know.
He is definitely one of those people that we said should be in the 165 division.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
that'd be so fire.
Another rough fight for Hooker, though. Like, I'm just... He just always accepting these wild fights. So, I mean, it's going to be a fun one for sure. Another fun one, though. Just, old man Robbie Lawler versus Nico Price. Still on UFC 290. That's going to be another banger. They're going to fucking go after it. I'm sure there's going to be barely any grappling, if any, in that fight. So, and with, UFC 290, all of those fights, and now you got Volk versus Yair to unify the 145 title on top, and then Brandon versus Pantoja.
Yeah, 290 is so stacked.
International Fight Week's going to be great.
It's such a beautiful fucking card. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it's good. I'm so excited for the summer. There are so many good fights. Oh man. But in some other MMA news going on this week, this shit was just so hilarious to see. To just see the headline of Nate Diaz subs a Logan Paul lookalike in New Orleans after a boxing event. This dude just grabbed his neck, put him in such a tight guillotine, threw one little knee to the body, just unconscious, dropped him on the street and walked away.
I don't know if you saw the video afterwards, but he cut his head from bouncing his head on the pavement.
I'm not surprised, honestly.
Yeah, all bloody and shit.
I didn't see that, but yeah, that's like the shit that's like honestly like that's scary with that kind of shit, because it's like, bro, like someone could actually die like in the back of their head, like on a concrete.
And not seriously, and the way he like just slept him so it's dead body weight just smacking the pavement.
Yeah, like
definitely not a smart move.
Nah.
On either party's part, because I don't know why
the fuck you fucking with Nate Diaz.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know why you're out there fucking with Nate Diaz. And Nate Diaz, as a professional fighter who knows what you're doing, you probably shouldn't be doing that to some random guy on the street. And if you are, at least lay him down on the ground afterwards, you know? Like put him to sleep and just slowly put him there.
Tucks him in afterwards. Just like, all right, have a good night, kid.
Yes.
Oh man, but nah, yeah, that it still just was funny to watch.
It's hilarious.
Let's just hope that he doesn't get sued and it fucks up his fight with Jake Paul, because that would be kind of funny if it does. Oh man, but other shit going on. Patty saying that he'd be lucky to fight this year. His foot surgery not going well, still on crutch. I'm pretty sure he said been on crutches for like 10 weeks and he has like 10 more weeks on crutches or something.
God damn.
Yeah, so his shit definitely is not going good, which I mean, I don't know. Wonder if just like possibly better, just living like, having a healthier life and just having better habits that possibly might help with just recovering your shit. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know.
Definitely would.
Maybe it's a little bit of a wake up call to Patty of like, hey, like maybe you should be taking better care of yourself, because this shit is gonna derail you pretty bad.
No, seriously, because if you have a terrible diet the way he does outside of camp, like your body's not working as well as it could be at all. If you are not feeding it the fuel it needs, you're not gonna have great recovery, just great anything. Honestly, like your bodily function just goes down. You have to take care of yourself.
And like that's what's just crazy too, because I don't know how, from what I remember, I didn't think that the injury was that bad, when it happened, and it's like, he's gonna be out the rest of the year for that, and then just thinking like, motherfucking Tony Ferguson was in a fight 6 months after having his ACL fucking reconstructed,
right?
And it just it's obviously people are built different, and that is just astronomically crazy, but taking care of yourself and being ready all the time, your body will handle things much differently.
Exactly.
But another fighter that loves to get fat and wants to get fat, motherfucking Fat Paulo is ready for a 205 fight with Jan Blachowicz, and I am down for it. Let's go.
Paulo Pasta's back.
I mean, he did say that, Jan did say afterwards that he was offered the fight, and he said yes, and Paulo turned it down. So.
Yo, I love and hate this man.
So many people hate Paulo, and I understand, because the thing is, you don't look at him as a real fighter. He's just
exactly.
a meme.
That's why I love him.
Yes, exactly. And once you look at him that way, you can thoroughly enjoy him for everything he does.
Yeah, I have not considered him a real fighter ever. So, like, I've just always, like you said, just looked at him like a meme. So it's just every time I see him, hear him, just all of it, it's just nothing but a joke. It's just funny. He's like one of those guys thrown in for comedic relief, and that's it.
But yet he's ranked number 5 at middleweight, so let's go.
Exactly. Like, he doesn't know how he got there either, and that's why he's talking shit, because he's got to keep up the comedy. But he's like, I can't do this. What are you talking about? Number 3 at 205? Yeah, I didn't think you guys was actually going to give it to me.
And he's like, he's just like, nah, Fat Paulo, like, we'll get that fight in the summer for fucking Jan, and then, like, October Abu Dhabi, we'll bring back the abs to fight fucking Hamzat, so... Like, that's what's just funny, is, like, this dude just be talking so much shit, and it's like, but he's not fighting any of these dudes, so it's just like, I don't know. Let's just actually see him in a fight. Because that's the thing, is, like, let's just get him in a fight, because I love watching him fight. It's always gonna be fun, so it's like, yeah, let's go, Paulo. Sign against someone, please.
Literally anyone.
Oh, man. But yeah, so much shit going on in the news and everything this week. Just a lot of shit going on. Next week, it finally starts to slow down a little bit. We got one UFC event. No other real major organizations going on, but Ricky Simone versus Song Yadong filling in on short notice for the main event. I love that it's 5 rounds, though. So happy they were able to get that done.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be fucking Armin Moicano. Oh, that would have been such a good fight.
It would have been so good. I hope they rebook that.
Yeah, I hope so too. But I mean, either way, Song Yadong and Ricky Simone, like, that's an amazing fight too.
Hell yeah.
So it's like, I think I'm gonna favor Ricky heading into that one. He's just been on like a really good roll lately. His last loss was to Rob Font in 2019. Since then, he's had 5 wins in a row. Ray Borg, some other dude, Brian Kelleher, Rafael Asuncao, and Jack Shore, and like he smashed Jack Shore, made him move up a weight class. So like, Ricky is a fucking monster, and that's just gonna be a fun ass fight. I'm excited.
Yeah, definitely.
Only other real good fight on that card, co-main event, Caio Borralho back. He's always good fun. He's really doing the damn thing at 185, and he's versing Michelle Olejniczuk. So Michelle is always down for a fun fight, trying to get the knockout. So I mean, let's hope Caio's able to get that takedown and get a sub on him. Let's go. But yeah, not a great card overall.
Yeah, because the prelims, we got Josh and Trey. We got Haley going for her 3rd attempt at trying to get a fight this year.
Just always falling out, always trying to put her as that opening prelim fight.
Time's the charm, though.
Brian Kelleher's back on this one. I mean, against Jeremy Newsom, should be a fun one. He's usually putting up fun fights. So Charles Johnson having fun fights always at 125. 125 is just always good fun. So let's go. But there is a much better event going on next week, and that's BKFC Denver. Let's go. Yo, Mike Perry versus Luke Rockhold in the main event. Chad Mendes versus Eddie Alvarez. I'm pretty sure that's up at 165, which is just like, Chad's on all the juice to make that weight. Let's go. That's going to be so much fun. We're going to be there live for that. I am just so excited. I
really am. It's mainly the co-main and main event, specifically the main event, that I'm incredibly hyped for. But honestly, BKFC puts on a good show. It's always fun energy. I'm excited for it all together. Yeah,
because went to their last Denver one, and the energy there was just so great. And with having those two, fights at the top of it, that is going to be amazing.
Just fucking bangers.
That's going to be so much fun. I mean, I don't even know. I think I'm going to favor Mike Perry in that fight. He's just, I feel like he's more built for this shit.
Jimmy, what did I tell you? Luke has been inspired by Izzy. It's the same exact thing.
This dude got a booger wiped on him.
He did.
Mike Perry already won this fight. He won the mind games. Oh, man. But yeah, that's going to be some sloppy-ass fun and all for it. Oh, but no, who's that fighter today? Nothing really going on with, like, the draft or much anything else. So we'll be talking more about all of that for a wrap-up of the end of the month next week. But, let's go. That's going to wrap up the episode for today's podcast. Hope everyone enjoyed it. As always, like and subscribe if you did. We got all the links in the description down below, so go check all of our other stuff out. But other than that, have a great day, everyone.